All right, this morning we are so excited to have one of the best pie chefs, I think, in the Bay Area, Mike Martin with Mike's Pies, with us to talk about secrets to making the perfect apple pie. We're coming up on apple season, so this is like a great time, I think, to do this.
Okay.
Thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
So I have 30 seconds.
Yeah. What's the first thing we start with?
Well, the first thing we're going to start with is the making the pastry dough. And as I mentioned earlier, I think this is probably the hardest part for people to get. You know, it's real easy to blend the ingredients, but you want to take 2 butter knives and just
Cut the
continue
butter
to chop the butter in. And once you get it down to that size, which I'll back up, 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of butter. I'm sorry, 4 cups of flour, 2 cups of butter, and 1 cup of water.
Mix this all together. And this is the base for the dough, which you still then would have to roll out and cut. Okay.
So once this gets, you know, I'll have to move along here since we're on time, but once that gets put together, you have to work the dough 2 or 3 times, pressing it down into the flour, and then put it in the refrigerator to let it chill. Okay,
so we've got our dough here in our pan. Let's pretend like we've got this all set.
So we're all
and
ready to go.
Fantastic.
A dab of butter in the pie crust.
Why do you put the dab of butter at the bottom?
So when it cooks, you get a little bit of more butter flavor. There's no such thing as too much butter.
Okay.
But we've already peeled the apples. We use Granny Smith apples for the reasons that we mentioned earlier. They're tart. We got a lot of sugar in here, so we need to balance it with tartness.
But also so they don't fall apart.
Right, and the Granny apples don't turn into applesauce in the baking process.
All right, so throw everything in. We've got
basically 2 pounds of apples, cup of sugar, 6 tablespoons of flour. This is what tightens up the juice.
Now we really have 30 seconds, Mike, so we got to start moving.
And quarter of salt.
A little bit of salt. Mix it all together. Ooh, you can really start to smell that cinnamony sugar.
And that's what you should see when you get in it.
Dump that in. Now, do you put any lemon juice in yours?
I do.
Okay.
A tablespoon of lemon juice. Once again, it's to fight off the amount of sugar that's in here. So that's the size of the
Pile it nice
the pies that goes in.
Look at that. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to learn this trick. A little bit of lemon juice and pile it nice and high. That way your pie doesn't sink.
And then we have the top crust.
Okay.
Before you put the top crust on, we have water here to wet down the sides of the crust so it won't spill over and ruin your pie.
All right, and while we finish this up, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to look at the final product coming up in just a couple of minutes.